What is up, beautiful humans? Dan here. Today, I want to share a simple pricing hack to increase your cash collected by 20, maybe even 30% every single month, not having to work any harder, just simply pricing better, and how to 2x your pay in fulls in the next 30 days. Now, I know these are some kind of hefty, big promises that I'm making, but this tactic I'm sharing today is something that none other than Mr. Alex Hormozi personally taught me and helped me implement in my business in 2021. And it has been a huge game changer. So much so, this is not an exaggeration, I'm getting rid of it as I speak in my business because I'm having too many pay in fulls. I'm having too many people paying up front, where what I'm really trying to build right now is recurring revenue. So if you want that same type of problem where everyone's pulling their Visa or MasterCard out and wanting to prepay or pay in full, then this video is for you today. And what's really cool is you don't have to do any more work. It's literally just changing the way you price your program. So firstly, let's walk through how most people price their program. Okay, so let's just kind of simplify it for a second. And let me just break this down. So it's like the price is, right, $6,000. And this is the price. And you go, well, is there a payment plan? They're like, sure, you can split up into 2 payments of $3,000 or 3 payments of $2,000. Now, this is a very standard kind of pricing payment plan structure. Even maybe more common is that we typically penalize people who have to do payment plans. Do you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like all of a sudden now the numbers don't make sense. So it's like the price is $6,000, or you can split it into 2 payments of $3,500. So now you're paying like $7,000 and you're like, wait a minute. So I'm being penalized because I have less money. Like, how does this make sense? Or it's like, or I've got 3 payments of $3,000. And so whatever it might be, exaggerations aside, you see payment plans sometimes that just make 0 sense. And so now you have this like frustrating situation where someone who has less money, can't afford to prepay or pay in full, is now being challenged to find even more money to pay for the price of the program. The psychology here is so weak and so poor, and yet most of the industry does it. And so when Alex shared this strategy that I'm about to share with you with me, it intuitively made sense because I knew it appealed to like a number of psychological hacks. Not only that, it's incredibly ethical and it incentivizes people to pay in full by using something, something I'm about to share with you. So here's how we price our program right now. How we price it is, let's say it's $10,000. So it's like the price is $10,000 paid across the 4 months of the program. Very important framing, right? It's $10,000 paid across the 4 months of the program, right? So how I might explain it is it's $2,500 a month times 4 months. Or if you want to save 20%, which is $2,000, you can prepay it upfront, and that makes it $8,000. So let me slow down, break it down, so I'm not losing you at any of these steps, okay? So the price of the program is $10,000. The standard way we ask people to pay us is across that time, right? This might sound counterintuitive, but this is a much better way to frame it, right? Because a lot of people that you're attracting are going to be paying across the time anyway, right? They're going to be taking payment plans. Typically, most businesses, coaching businesses, are built off of payment plans. And so why don't we just pitch that as the default, right? Hey, it's $10,000 paid across the 4 months of the program. And then you get into something very powerful, which is a psychological hack that most people don't understand, which is that people would prefer to save money than make money. Now, of course, people want to make money, but it's said that people will work harder to save $100 than they will to make $100. And so when you frame a prepaid discount, and that's that very, very key phrasing there, the kind of pay in full option is a prepaid discount, right? Where they actually get a real world discount. You're not making something up. You're not making up like, hey, normally on Saturdays, it's like $2,000 more. No, it's like truly you are actually giving them a discount. You're now incentivizing them but to prepay, to pay in full, because it is now going to save them money. And so typically the rate that we've found is 20%. You can have as low as 5%. You're really looking for the number that is going to incentivize them the most. Now, if you've been in the coaching space for a while, you know that even if somebody commits to 4 payments of $10,000, you are still, even if you have great clients, going to have issues with collecting all of that $10,000 with every single client that you sign. And so you might be thinking, well, Dan, I would rather just have the $10,000 across 4 months. In which case, if you truly do that and you truly feel that way and you're willing to take the risk that not every person is going to fulfill all of that payment commitment, then by all means, don't fix what isn't broken. Keep doing what you're doing. But if, like most people, you would rather have the certainty of $8,000 now versus the potential of $10,000 across 4 months, not just to mention the fact that most people need more cash in their business now. They've got ads, they've got salespeople they're trying to pay, they've got setters. Having more cash sooner makes a lot more sense. Then offering a prepaid discount is incredibly powerful. And so don't at all skip over this part I'm trying to share and thinking that any of the wording is by mistake. It's all very important the way that we frame it. Again, this is exactly how Alex Hormozi taught this to me. And this is what they did in their business gym launch to scale to the place that they were. And so what we're doing here to get more pay in fulls is we're offering a prepaid discount up to 20% off of the main price that people would normally pay across that time frame that you're selling them for. And they're now able to secure savings by prepaying upfront and securing that 20%, that $2,000, whatever it might be that you're offering. And so then the call to action when you're presenting it on a call is like, which works best for you, the paid across the months option or the prepaid option. So very, very powerful script here. If you changed the way you pitched your program and just did this, you would instantly get more pay in fulls. You would instantly get more cash collected up front. But there is another layer to this that I want to share with you that, again, Hormozi walked me through that was a game changer for us. So let's assume someone comes in and, they're humming and ahhing and they go, you know what? No, I'm just going to do the paid across option. I'm going to $10,000 paid across the 4 months. And so you haven't got that pay in full, that prepaid option that you wanted. They didn't take it. Maybe they weren't in a position to. And so now you're like, okay, I've lost that forever. Well, what we do is we offer a 30-day window for them to take us up on that offer. So let's say someone does the paid across option. They put $2,500 down. Anytime in the first 30 days, we allow them to come back and pay off the remainder of that prepaid option to secure their discount. And so if they've paid $2,500 down, that would leave $5,500, if I'm doing the math, $5,500 left on their prepaid discount. And why this is so powerful, especially if you're a business coach, if you're in the business of helping people make more money, is they might not be in a position on day one to prepay that amount. But by day 14, day 21, day 30, as they're getting results, you can reach out to them. You can have a closer reach out to them. You can have a coach reach out to them to have people secure their prepaid discount and still lock in those savings. And I know from talking with Alex and his team, this was a massive key in how that they scaled so fast. Of course, it was much more nuanced than just this pricing strategy. But I know that for many of the gym owners coming into their program, gym launch at the time, they did not have the money to prepay the program. It was not an option for them. They were taking the least payment that they could possibly get on the first payment because of the way that most gyms run, most margins they run on. But in the first 30 days, as they help them make money, they help them secure that prepaid discount and lock it in as they made money throughout, leading towards really dramatically increasing cash collected. So when we were scaling at our peak, we were adding $30,000 to $40,000 every single month cash collected just through following people up who took that kind of quote unquote payment plan option and allowed them to take a hold of the prepaid discount anytime in their first 30 days. So I'm hoping this tactic has been helpful for you. Feel free to take screenshots or if you're just listening to it, hopefully you can re-listen to it and write it all down. But the prepaid discount is a ninja strategy that almost no one uses, but yet the best do. That was such a cheesy way to end it, but you know what I mean? No one uses, but honestly, now that we've used it and Hormozi told us to use it, it's the freaking sweetest tactic. So I wanted to give it to you today as I think it'll help a lot of you get more cash upfront in your business to help you scale or to have you spend on, whatever it is you want to spend your money on. All right. Hope you are amazing. Hope this video is helpful. If you like this video or if you have questions about it, let me know below and I'll catch you in another video.